Yeah, I'm just explaining where he gets it from.
Son, I'm going to miss you when you go off to college.
Yeah, who's going to do
Not so fast. I'm going wherever you going. Someone has to keep you on track and them college chicks off you.
That's right, CC. You help tutor him. Because I'm the cameraman. You know what? Speaking of which, Freak, you ready? Hey, these young college hotties already hit me up, man. Oh, just tell me in the world which...
I'm ready. Now make sure you don't cut off my head because I got to look fly.
All right, everyone, I'm ready. Vic, you rolling?
Rolling.
Hi, everyone. I'd like to thank everyone from my coaches to my teammates. You guys taught me the importance of teamwork and working together, so thank you. I'd like to give a big shout out to my main man, Vic, holding the camera down. I ain't gonna ask where you got the camera, but thanks. I'd like to thank my loving parents for sacrificing so much to provide for me and my sister. And I'd like to thank my twin, Cece, for being a great role model in my life. This has been an extremely tough decision. Each school was carefully considered, but I have finally decided to choose. Next year, I will be a... Here I come. Oh, man. Okay. I'll be attending team, and I think I will fit in very well. So I want to thank you all for supporting me. Peace.
Rock, chalk, Jayhawk.
Here we come, Lawrence, Kansas.
Way down weak. Pop.
Daddy.
Pop. Vic, yo, Vic.
Let Mr. P do his thing. Go ahead, Mr. P.
Okay.
Frequency vibrations. Well, you know that little dance he does? He came out doing that.
Freaking and vibing?
Oh, my goodness. Freaking and vibing. Yeah. He was running from the time he was 9 months old. I mean, really, the boy didn't crawl. He skipped that and went right to running around and getting into everything. He actually became, I guess, like a neighborhood mascot, you know? People were really proud of him. They come to the games and watch him, and then I could see that he became everyone's hope.
You're always gonna have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do, you know, and that's probably more so.
And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. Ready? I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see Villanova taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Now we'll look at Villanova's starting lineup. They've got Miller, Cooper is out there at Bryant, and it's Beal in at the 1 spot. And that one's good. Freak.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means.
Hey, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Picked away. Beal against Duncan. Beal with it. Ilgauskas' screen on Duncan. Here's Beal, and it's blocked. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Bryant. Second shot opportunity. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Bryant's got 5. And the Jayhawks with possession. It's a 5-point game.
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about 2005, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament and also have won a few conference titles.
Top of the key, Beal. Lets the 3 fly. Beal with another miss.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Duncan with the bucket. On the Wildcats of Villanova have been getting back in the swing of things as a program over the last decade, Clark, and one of the better runs they're on right now is a school.
Yeah, they are a surefire bet to pretty much be in the tournament almost every year now. Really one of the big schools in recruiting on the East Coast.
Fades back. Villanova grabs the miss.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really I like the movement and communication there.
Now, here's Ilgauskas. Following the miss by Freak. Lee kicks to Freak. Elbow shot. Miller grabs the miss. Freak's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Freak in at center. Oubre out there with Duncan. And it's Terry in at the 4. Beal can't get it to go. And the Jayhawks with possession. Trailing by 2. That will be a getaway game for them. A 1-game road trip. And for Villanova, they've got Cooper. Bryant is out there with Miller. And it's Beal in at the point.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
And Villanova going with a whole new group out there. And here is Williams. He dishes it to Freak, passes it to Daniels. There's the pick. Kicks it to Gaines. Feeds it to Daniels. Williams dishes to Freak. And the Jayhawks again can't hit.
You know, Freak just hasn't been able to perform how we're accustomed to seeing him up until this point. I mean, he just hasn't been able to string anything together.
There are a lot of things that might be affecting him. You know, with his reputation, defenses will pay special attention to him. And that might be throwing him off a little bit here in this game.
And that one misses. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And guys, without a doubt, it's been a rough go so far here for Freak and his team. They just can't find anything to capitalize on consistently thus far.
And Greg, I'm anticipating plenty of adjustments from the coach, but I tell you what, when it comes down to what happens in the second half, it's about the players executing. A few quick baskets right out of the gate, and it's anybody's game.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, Freak, he's in at center. Oubre out there at Duncan. And it's Lee in at point guard. Well, for Villanova, they've had a professional ball everywhere, it seems.
Yeah, some of the current Wildcats in the NBA. Kyle Lowry's had a terrific career thus far. Randy Foye are the big names. Dante Cunningham's another guy who's had an impact.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Cooper. Now here's Oubre. Inside, here's Freak. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Freak's got his second basket of the night.
You know, with Foye and Lowry, as you mentioned, I mean, they played together at the same time for Villanova. It was one of the best backcourts they've ever had. You know, you hear about the once-in-a-generation player, and Freak just might be that for his generation. Big men can be most impactful on the floor, and boy, does he change a game.
That is what's so great about Freak. Even when he isn't scoring, you can see his presence on the floor. That is what great big men do. You can see how special of a player this kid has a chance to become.
And now Bryant pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And that Villanova team with Foye and Lowry was great. The grit and toughness that they both still play with in the NBA today, born at Villanova. And in general, the Wildcat players are some of the toughest mentally around.
Frazier, he's checked in for the Jayhawks. Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
Now Beal, pass to Ilgauskas. And the shot no good, a bit short.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
It's stolen by Bryant. Miller with a wide open look. And another miss by Villanova. Kansas trails by 8. Lee kicks to Oubre. Here's Freak. And again it's Kansas.
My goodness. How about the degree of difficulty on that shot?
When you're hot, you're hot. And he is absolutely scorching. One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in. And that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Miller with a screen on Lee. And Beal kicks to Ilgauskas. Off the pick. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
How about the leaner? Only the guys with the sweetest of strokes can pull that off in traffic.
So on the floor for Villanova, they've got Bryant. Cooper is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the power forward.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Beal with it. Back to Bryant. Here's Ilgauskas. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Frazier. Oubre passes to Duncan. To the inside. And stolen by Miller. Pass break Villanova. Bryant's running. Here's Ilgauskas. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Freak's got his third rebound on the night. Lee with the ball. Now Beal defending. 11 feet away. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back and did it.
Lee. Off on that one. So it's Villanova picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad...